This isn't me crying that my character didn't get in. It's me crying at the fact to say, oh, this is good enough. No, it's not. Me's look dumb. Me costumes look dumb. Putting... Hello everyone and welcome back to DCM, Doritos Connections, and Mountain Dew, your favorite local video game talk show. I am Howard.
I am David.
And welcome to part 4 of our extensive E3 coverage.
Is this part 4 and final part?
Yes, the final part. Gasp, I know we're going to stop annoying you for a whole month of content. We're finally going to stop.
Or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just keep bothering you for all time.
I know I would. Yeah. But now we've reached our final day. For recap's sake, day 1 was pretty lackluster. Yeah. Day 2, Microsoft did good.
Yeah.
Square Enix didn't. Day 3 was a worthless waste of time.
Yep.
We're at day 4. We're going to start out with Twitter's favorite developer and publisher, Nintendo, famous for Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, Kirby, and you're a kid, you're a squid now with Splatoon, okay? And they also made the Nintendo Switch. Who cares? You know what? I'll just start us off really easy. These were all games that came out a while ago or announced at E3 that I'm just going to list off right here so we can actually take off half the direct in one sentence. I'm not joking. Here are the games coming to Switch. Doom Eternal Ancient Gods DLC Part 1. Life is Strange Collection.
Aren't they adding both parts of the Ancient Gods?
This was in the direct, so this is the only one in the direct. Life is Strange Collection. 2 Point Campus. Worms Rumble. Guardians of the Galaxy. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remastered, Just Dance 2022, and Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. There we go. We got half the direct out of the way.
There we go.
There we go. We have half of it done. Now we can get to the juicy stuff. Before we do that, can you please subscribe? We worked hard on this. It's hot in here.
Smash that like button and hit that bell. That
is true. That bell shouldn't be there, but you have to have it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't get notified when we release videos.
And let's be honest, like, you know, ringing a bell, that's satisfying.
Don't y'all like the sound of church bells? Yeah. Just imagine that in your head every time you do it.
Yeah.
You
just
dong. Yeah, you know.
Fun, you know.
So we'll start with the first announcement of Kazuya Mishima from the Tekken franchise is set to join Smash by the time this video comes out. In fact, he probably will be out for a while at this point. He is the first representative from Tekken, the second Bandai Namco representative after Pac-Man himself. He is coming with his own stage and a variety of music across all 7 Tekken games, and I think the 2 tag tournament games as well. Mm-hmm. I am personally excited because I am excited whenever they add fighting characters. Sakurai puts extra effort to make sure you're able to do a lot of the combos in the game or try to make them fit. And because I love playing as Ryu, I love playing as Terry, and I'm going to probably love playing as Kazuya.
And let's be honest, that trailer was pretty great.
If you don't know the plot to Tekken, you would. That's a pretty good explanation of Tekken. It's just dudes getting thrown off cliffs and then climbing back up them, just like Kirby did.
Yep.
But also note, he is the second to last character. They also confirmed that this season pass is the last season pass. I don't know why. I think they're losing money.
And hasn't Sakurai kind of wanted to stop for years now?
Yeah, because what was it, the one for the Wii U? He was sick most of the time he made that game. Mm-hmm. He worked himself to be sick.
Let the man rest.
Let the man rest. But yeah, so also as a warning, we're probably going to cover it on the news when it comes out later this year, but the last character is going to be garbage. I hope you all know this. The last character is going to be garbage, right? the last character they announced for Smash on the Switch was a Pokemon. The last character for the last season pass was Byleth. So we're going to do something fun. We're going to place your bets. I put this on Twitter. I'm betting an anime garbage character like Mira Pithra or Byleth or Joker or a Pokemon. That's what I'm betting on.
I feel like an anime character is a good safe bet.
Yeah.
Because everyone who's not a Japanese fan is not going to care.
Yeah, to the point where if you want a fun fact, anytime we recognize a character, it was Nintendo's call and not Sakurai.
Yeah.
Do you really think Sakurai cared if Banjo-Kazooie or Steve from Minecraft got in? No. And if you want even worse news, we can cover this here as well. They also announced the Mii costumes to go with Kazuya, and they worked really hard to say, hey, these are the characters we couldn't get, although I don't believe them. I feel like it's more like they didn't get.
And this wasn't even part of E3, right?
This was part of the Direct, which came out by the time we're recording this. So the characters I'm just going to flat out say they didn't want to get. There are Mii costumes for Dante from Devil May Cry, the Dovahkiin from Skyrim, Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia, which that's one everyone's been asking for years. And the one that hurt the most, Shantae, and she comes with a music track. Honestly, all these characters should have been in, but considering this is the last season pass, they're never going to get in.
Yep.
They think putting a Mii costume in is good enough for the fans. I guess cold take, it's not. It's not. It's not good enough. Maybe if this was more Tekken characters that couldn't get in, I'd be like, okay, well, you know, a Heihachi Mii costume, like got Kazuya instead. Yeah, what are you going to do for like all the other characters? Who's Shantae replacing on the main roster here? Who's like Shantae? Because it seems like every indie platformer you don't actually put in your game, you make it a goddamn Mii costume.
As someone who doesn't really care about Smash Bros. Myself, I just find it funny.
It is funny because it hurts.
That's why it is funny.
This isn't me crying that my character didn't get in. It's me crying at the fact to say, oh, this is good enough. No, it's not. Mii's look dumb. Mii costumes look dumb. Putting anyone's favorite character as a Mii is like something that would appease 5-year-olds. Do you really think the people who play the M-rated games Skyrim and Devil May Cry go, dude, if I can't get him in, I'd rather have a Mii? Thank goodness they put a Mii in.
What is the Dovahkiin? Is he a sword fighter?
Yeah, he's a sword fighter.
Okay.
It's the one that was in the trailers for Skyrim, like the dude in the bandit outfit.
Yeah, no, I know. I just wasn't sure which fighter they were. And I assume Dante's also a sword fighter?
Yeah. He's a sword fighter. Lloyd is too. I forget what Shantae was. It hurts.
Moving on
to something that hurts more. They came out and said we have nothing for Metroid Prime 4, but instead they decided to make it up by announcing a new Metroid game titled Metroid Dread, a Nintendo exclusive that is harkening back to Super Metroid and the Metroid Fusion games, which is a side-scroller, basically calling back to what the genre that was named after, Metroidvania, providing a huge open world. But if you follow the Metroid plot, you'll understand that Samus is like half alien parasite at this point.
Yeah.
So the whole plot is not you fighting aliens, is you surviving from robots as it deems you as a biocontainment hazard. Pretty horrifying, coming out October 8th, 2021.
And it looks
rad. Slaps.
It looks so cool.
Side-scrolling Metroid games are so cool. I don't know.
Her new suit with the white and the blue.
Mwah. Fantastic.
It was gorgeous.
Truly establishing her dominance as one of the most famous female protagonists in gaming by being the coolest one ever, without a doubt. I'm excited. I'm unironically, I'm like, buy the Switch now. Wait a bit.
Wait for it to come
out. You just gotta, think about it. But that's not all. We have another Switch exclusive with Mario Party Superstar, a collection of mini games and boards from the first 3 games, remastered with new mechanics and everything, coming out October 29th, 2021. Honestly, I'm incredibly disappointed with this because it's not an actual remaster of the first 3 games.
It's just like a collection.
Yeah.
Like a mashup.
Yeah, it's a collection. There is online co-op.
Oh, that's neat.
Which is very good. And if you release a Mario Party game, like the last one on the Switch, and don't have multiplayer on launch, what's the point of a Mario Party in, like, the year 2021? Do you know how much a Joy-Con costs? That's like $70, and they break easily because they're designed to. But, like, honestly, I don't see why they couldn't just do like a 1 to 3 remaster.
I don't know.
It kind of feels like they wanted to rush a Mario Party because the last one didn't do so well.
Most likely.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Mario Party is Mario Party, and it's nice that it's focusing on the first 3 games. But I would have appreciated more effort to make it just a full remaster of the first 3, like the Halo Master Chief Collection,
which
right?
is phenomenal.
Which is a good collection after they patched it for 6 years. But if they had like a Mario Party style one, where it's like you can play online with 1, 2, 3, or a remix, I feel like that would have been worth more effort than what we got. Still nothing wrong. Great game to get for your kids, of course. And I'm glad we're getting a good Mario Party on the Switch. And that's not all. We got more exclusives, Dave.
Oh, boy.
With WarioWare Get It Together.
Hey.
We got our boy back,
Finally.
Wario, and one of the hot take, one of the best Nintendo franchises. Not like top 10, but I think severely underrated franchises.
I'm moving this out of the way so we can see. You can see me shake your hand because I agree.
Yeah! Boom! And this time you get to play as all the characters from you get to play just everyone. It's the WarioWare collection. You all know it's just a bunch of mini games, but this time
I wouldn't say mini games. They're more micro games.
Micro games. They're micro games, but this time you can pick which character you want and do co-op, and they each have different abilities that affect the games in different ways, giving them some advantage in some games, some in others, and it just looks like a ball of fun. They still have the nice 2D art style. Everything looks great.
And when's the last WarioWare game?
It was on the Wii U. I think it was the launch title.
Yikes. That's been a long time. I mean, I haven't even played a WarioWare game since WarioWare Touched on the DS.
Same.
Because I never had a Wii U.
Same. But get excited. September 10th, 2021 is when WarioWare Get It Together will come out. And for all you people who like Japanese RPG games, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is a Nintendo exclusive coming out in November 12th, 2021. If you don't know what it is and you've heard of Persona, Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. I'm not a fan of it, but hey, people have been wanting a 5th entry forever now. Now that Persona 5 is done being milked to death, now they have time to make a new Shin Megami Tensei. And also, there is a HD reboot of 3, which I heard a lot of people say is the best one. Also, it has Dante from Devil May Cry, which is the only reason I know it exists. That's also out on the Switch. You can get recapped on how the game plays like before Shin Megami Tensei 5 comes out on November 12th, 2021. Along with that, if you are an Advanced War fan, which when was the last time one of those came out, we have Advanced War 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, nice pun, which is a remaster of the first 2 games in a nice cutesy art style. And I guess it's a perfect entry point for fans who have never played the Advanced War games. I think they were on the Game Boy. The art style looks great, looks fun, not my thing, but again, a great thing for the family.
Yeah. I've never even heard of it, so,
Yep. What we have up next is what's objectively the game of the year for this year, something everyone's wanted. We also agree this is game of the year with Super Monkey Ball Bananarama, which is a remaster of the first 3 Super Monkey Balls with added content and HD graphics. Oh my god, I'm so hyped.
Now that's what I'm talking about, Nintendo. You've saved E3.
It's also coming to every single console on demand.
You're goddamn right it is.
I've already pre-ordered it because there's a lot of pre-order bonuses, including you being able to play as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh.
It's so hyped. It's $40. There hasn't been a Super Monkey Ball game in about a decade. You should get it. Thank you. We also have another Nintendo exclusive. The Cruisin' franchise is back with Cruisin' Blast. If you were a fan of Cruisin' USA, that you play it probably it's there at every single arcade you've ever been to if you can find one anymore. We have another cruising game. Looks fun, very colorful. Yeah. I don't think there's been another one since like the Wii.
Probably.
So it looks fun. Good get for Nintendo. We have Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater, which is a port of the Wii U exclusive, being ported to everything now. That is very wonderful news because that means it's actually going to come here to the Americas because we didn't get it at all. And it's nice that Fatal Frame is getting some love, even though they picked one of the worst entries that they could actually possibly port. It's something.
It's better than a pachinko machine.
It's better than the pachinko machine. Of course, we have the final trailer, which is a new trailer for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
Which is not even the official title because they refused to give us the title because apparently it would be a spoiler?
I guess they're being very secretive, and again, we still just know that the game exists.
Yeah.
There's Ganondorf in it. I don't know. I haven't played a Legend of Zelda game since like Twilight Princess, dude.
Neither have I. I want to play Breath of the Wild. It looks fun. I don't have a Switch.
Yeah. So, you know, you can play it on the Wii U.
I don't have a Wii U.
You know, you could buy a Wii U. So,
we like to joke on this show. Look at this comedian here.
What's the deal with Wii?
Buying a Wii U in 2021. That's funny.
Dude, imagine buying a Wii U when they were making games for it. What a sucker. What are you going to do with your glorified iPad with an Xbox? Idiot. What are you going to do? Play Super Mario? Oops, it's on the Switch. No one cares. Sorry, I'm being mean.
And we were saying this was one of the better ones. Now we're just making fun of Nintendo.
We have to compensate because this was not that bad. So overall, it's nice. It was a pretty decent direct, even though half of it was games that are already coming out, and a quarter of the half that was new stuff are just remasters. I'm feeling generous. They're pretty strong with the announcements. I'm thinking B, like a low B.
I was thinking of the B as well.
Like, you know, I think Microsoft has the objectively better lineup and presentation.
But then again, Nintendo Super Monkey Ball.
It's true. I think I was about equal times going, yeah, with both of these, but I was really loud with Super Monkey Ball. And of course, my brother's just staring at me like,
well, your brother he's not cultured enough.
it's true, he isn't.
He doesn't know
The godsend
the godsend
of Super Monkey Ball. But there's a downside that I do have to do devil's advocate. The reason why it's a low B and not like a high B like Microsoft, there's still no news on Bayonetta 3. There's still no news on Metro Prime 4. And they literally showed us nothing for Breath of the Wild 2, if that's its real name. You can't announce things 4 years ago
and then not do anything with them.
continuously still have nothing to show, especially even name dropping Prime 4.
Yeah, like that's.
But saying beforehand, no, Bayonetta 3 is not going to be there, that hurts. But I can't be like, okay, well, that's bad on the presentation for not showing Bayonetta 3. I can basically make fun of Nintendo for saying, okay, well, we don't have Metroid Prime 4. Why did you bring it up? Why would you bring it up then?
Just don't say anything about it.
Exactly.
Just talk about Metroid Dread. That would have been fine.
Yeah, just be like...
Because it looks really good.
Just say, for fans awaiting the next entry in Metroid, here's something to say. You didn't even need to mention Prime 4. Ever. Also, there wasn't a new Kirby announcement, so sorry, ain't doing a high B. No new Kirby, you ain't getting Jack.
It's been a while since a new Kirby game, too.
Yep. Listen, the objectively best Nintendo franchise didn't get a new game announcement, so I'm not going any higher than mid B. Not going any higher. It's not even getting low A. Sorry.
Had there been a Kirby announcement, maybe we would have gone for it.
We can have some arguments. We can have some thorough discussions. Of course, before we go, we need to discuss the last one of Day 4, the last presentation of Bandai Namco. They are known for a myriad of franchises such as Pac-Man, Tekken, and so much more. I don't even have time to list it. Rampage, Dig Dug, there's too many. So let's see what they had for us.
Absolutely nothing.
There's a new Dark Pictures game coming out.
That was already announced like a month ago.
And there was an interview.
Yeah.
F, awful.
Sorry.
Awful.
You come with one single game that was already announced. Because the thing with the Dark Pictures is they announced the next game at the end of the credits of the one you're playing.
Yeah, because it's planned as a trilogy.
Yeah, so Little Hope, I think, was the last one. That came out in October of last year.
So we've known this game exists. And they're like, all right, here's what we're bringing. Nothing. And to make matters worse, Bandai Namco does have games coming out. They're making a Demon Slayer game. They could have shown that off, but they decided to show the trailer for it in the 1 hour waiting screen for, I'm not joking, for the presentation. They just showed a bunch of trailers they could have just shown off at E3 that were released in the past month, just as the hour-long waiting of the presentation will be live in an hour. They have stuff. They just didn't do anything. What a joke. What a joke. Although, there is something I do have to be proud of. I am so proud of Twitter thinking that whatever anime was their favorite anime was going to get a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ. And them getting excited. It's like, oh boy, One Piece Fighters is happening. Oh, Naruto Fighters. Oh, Demon Slayer. Oh, My Hero Academia Fight. Those are all things I saw. It's like, oh boy, they're going to announce it at the Bandai Namco event. Oh boy, guess what didn't happen? Any of that. None of that. Even though they own the rights to make games for literally all those franchises. Fun fact. Nothing. Yeah. This was an awful E3.
It was very not good.
This was not good. And I know, I guess I'm inherently biased because I don't think we need E3. This is just a thing for normies and people who want to mooch content in a weekend and businesses. But if COVID has shown us anything, is that at any point you can just make your own hour-long presentation once or twice a season and get as much
Not
clicks
even
and
COVID.
views.
We talked about the fact that Nintendo does directs all the time.
Yep, Nintendo does
Sony
directs.
does it.
Sony does. Microsoft's doing them now. The E3 is really outdated, and if there was anything to show a reason why we kind of don't need E3,
It was this year.
it was this
for
year.
E3.
Because Microsoft had things, Nintendo had some things, No one had anything. No one was prepared because a pandemic happened. We really shouldn't have had E3. We should have had it canceled for another year. Wait till next year when people are back making games, which I don't know what's going on by the time this video comes out. It's probably going to be a month from when we're recording. Things could get worse. Things could get better.
Yeah,
we
there's
don't
no
know.
way to know.
There's no way to know. But I really think they should not have done this, especially since the Summer Game Festival and Limited Run Games had their own little mini festival. They had more game announcements
Objectively better
of
than
new
anything in E3.
games than most presentations.
Which I'm gonna make a little addendum about the limited run games thing because I have to
I know what you're saying.
It's the you know what I'm going for. Finally, after me talking about it twice at this point, Dusk is finally getting that Switch port.
Yep.
I told you guys it was coming, and Limited Run Games has you covered.
Also, I thought you were going to mention the other thing. They bought the rights to the game Plumbers Don't Wear Ties and are remastering it.
I did not see.
Yeah, they own that. They also announced, this is the one I was hyped for. They announced River City Girls 2, which is one
They're
of the
doing
best.
two River City Girls games, right?
Yeah, I forgot what the other one was, but all I saw was River City Girls 2, and I was like, I'm in.
I think the other one's
I mean-
like a prequel or something.
Yeah, because River City Ransom is a huge franchise.
Yeah.
But like River City Girls 2, I'm so hyped for. But like it's really pathetic that a multi-billion-dollar organization and multi-million-dollar organizations got shown up by Summer Games Fest in Limited Run Games.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Limited Run Games, we love them.
Yeah. I got my little Doom 64 cartridge from them.
Yep, see? But yeah, E3, this is probably one of the worst E3s I didn't pay attention to. We have 3 presentations that weren't F tier.
Yeah.
And I never like to give out like zeros or Fs, so
But
like
it's difficult this time.
it's very difficult when people have nothing.
Yeah.
And maybe
So,
I wouldn't be. Now here's the question: if all these people had nothing, were all one presentation, that was crammed into an hour, would the grade go higher, like to like a D?
What do you mean?
Okay, so imagine like all these half-hour, 45-minute, hour-long presentations. So let's take Gearbox, let's take Final Fantasy, Bandai Namco, and Capcom, and you shove them to about every announcement that they had, that already had, they shoved it to about 45 minutes. So they didn't waste 20 minutes on Guardians of the Galaxy or stuff like that. Would it be like D rank?
I mean, maybe. That's still not like anything worthwhile, though, is the thing. So yeah, I would say D, a low D,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
because it's not the time spent; it's the content itself.
Of course. So just for overall highlights, of course, Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope. We got highlights there. We got, let's see, what else do we got? Psychonauts 2. What else do you personally have from Microsoft?
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart, Diablo 2 Resurrected looks great.
Amogus.
Amogus. I'm a fan of Forza, so I'm excited, the new one. What else do we got here? Legends of Mana HD, very hyped, very happy. The idea of Resident Evil 8 getting DLC is cool. Kazuya and Tekken, Kazuya and Smash, Metroid Dread, WarioWare, and Super Monkey Ball Banana Rain.
Yeah.
So we have some stuff. We hope you found some stuff. Some of these games are already out, so go have fun. A lot of these games are coming up for Christmas. We're working on some stuff so we can give you a nice Christmas guide for the holidays. So maybe some of these games will be on here and we'll talk about them again.
Yeah.
Making these are fun. Watching E3 wasn't. Do we have anything else left to say?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, with that out of the way, E3's done.
Thank God.
We can leave this hot room. Maybe we'll have, I don't know. We'll get like a new color for the background here. This right?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. With that out of the way, I'm Howard.
I'm David.
You all have a good night.